Namaste, Namaskar, good morning. Nowadays, one of the most talked about subject is whether there has been a failure of constitutional machinery in West Bengal or not. Or in other words, whether the provisions contained in Article 356 of the Constitution of India needs to be applied or invoked in West Bengal or not. As you know, that 356 is one of the blackest article or provisions in the Indian Constitution in the sense that it allows the central government to dislodge the state government de-elected by the people of the state. And I'm sorry to say that the Article 356, that the imposition of central rule had been used, misused, abused, or overused, or excessively used during the Congress regime, especially by late Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and by dislodging and removing, without any reason or excuse, dislodge and remove the state government and impose presidential rule in West Bengal. And I am not in agreement with those people who believe that the imposition of presidential rule in West Bengal is required at the moment. But at the same time, I do express fear that the constitutional machineries are facing serious onslaught or assault from the state government or the people ruling West Bengal. In the sense that democracy of any country, especially the parliamentary democracy, can succeed only when the elections of a state or the country is taken place free from any fear or without being colored by any bias and any other considerations not reasonable. An election commission of India or any election commission in any other country is a guarantor of the peaceful, fair conduct of elections to the legislative body, whether at the center or at the state. And as naturally, the Election Commission of India has found a special, a prominent place in the Constitution of India in the manner of conducting poll to the state assembly and the central legislature, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And that is why it has been given some extra power towards the conduct of elections and the process of appointment and removal of the Election Commission of India has been specially made for the purpose of ensuring independence and impartiality of the Election Commission of India. And as you all know that the Election Commissions of India is guided by the articles or the laws contained in the Constitution itself, as well as People Representation Act and various other precedents set by the ethics code of the country. And there has been an uniformity in the decisions of the Supreme Court, inasmuch as the Election Commission of India has been given a free hand in the matter of conduct of elections, free from any interference whatsoever. But unfortunately, what we see in West Bengal is a trend to reduce the strength and the power of the Parliament of the Election Commission of India by hurling abuses and assault upon the limbs of the Election Commission of India. As you all know, the Election Commission of India doesn't have its own machinery for conducting elections. It has to depend on the state machineries for the purpose of conducting elections. And as a result, the state employees or the officials are or do play a very important role and work as an limbs of the Election Commission of India, having no workforce of its own and heavily dependent on the staffs, employees, officials of the state government. And when Chief Election Commissioner of a state has to face, serious threat verbally and publicly, then I fear that the process of elections is bound to be prejudiced or affected, and in this process, the democratic fabric or the democratic process is likely to suffer not only in Bengal but also throughout India. And is the Indian democracy has completed 75 years. Let us all adhere to the constitutional laws and principles, as well as the judicial precedents set up by the apex court of the country in the matter of conducting elections by the Election Commission of India. And any attempt to weaken the Election Commission of India by hurling assault and abuses or threats upon the limbs of the Election Commission of India, like the State Election Commissioner or the officials or the staffs working under State Election Commissions, may be highly, highly, highly unconstitutional, and probably may think of some emergent steps needs to be taken by the authority competent to take. Thank you. Goodbye. God bless you.